Hello everyone, welcome to this video. I'm back. I've been gone for a while. If you're new to the channel, maybe you might not know. You've been rocking with me for a little bit, I've been gone for a minute. Um and people been commenting under my videos like, yo, where you been? Where you at? We need another video. People, inbox me on Instagram and stuff. Yeah, what's the next video? Uh so it's been cold lately, but that hasn't been my excuse the whole time. But it's been real, a little bit chilly lately. Today we have some pretty warm weather, like the sun's out, and so the weather is better. And I said, you know what, let me take this time right quick to really make a video, because if I don't do it now, I don't know what the weather's going to be like tomorrow or the day after, and then getting back into the groove of the week, and I'm really not going to have the time or the mental energy to really want to record a video. So I said, let me do it right now. So but I think the last video I made was 8 to 9 months ago, if that. I don't give or take, but it's been a while. And I was there was a time where I wasn't really in a good mental space. I was going through a rut, and so I didn't really have the mental energy to come on here and like really give you, I don't want to come over here all somber and down. I would never, do that. That's a side of me for me to see. I'm not gonna get on social media and show that, but so I didn't want to come on here and like try to force a video and try to force myself to feel a certain way when I was actually, really not mentally there. So I said, you know what, I'm just gonna. I don't even know if it was, I back up. I don't really know if it was really a conscious decision to like not make a video. It was more just so like I just didn't have it. I just didn't have it to really make a video, and making a video was kind of like last on my mind. So there's no extravagant excuse about me being super busy and me. I just didn't have it. But however, I am in a much better mental space now. I actually got myself back, I would say around August or September. That's when I really was me. You know what I mean? And I'm in a much more positive, energetic place now, much more peaceful and happy place. So I'm back making videos. And also there was times where I just felt like, you know what, and I think if you make hair videos of any type, especially like locks, there's gonna be a time where, and I'm sure you all have seen this at some point or another in people that you watch. There's a time where you don't really know what to talk about anymore. Especially if you've been doing it for over, let's say, 3 to 4 years. A lot of times you don't really know what to talk about. I think when you go to these types of dreadlocks and you come on here to show yourself, like when you're in the early stages, you have more to show. You can make a video every week or every month for sure, and there's going to be some type of change to talk about usually. But I think when you get to that 4 and 5 year mark, where if you stick with it that long, where you don't really have that much to say. And I think for me personally, I think I have talked about these types of dreadlocks in different point of views, different perspectives over the years. I've really done it to where like, okay, I haven't heard it talked about like this, and let me talk about it like this. Oh, I haven't heard this being said, let me talk. So I kind of, but yeah, even with me, like I kind of ran out of stuff to really talk about. My hair, there isn't a bunch of changes in my hair, so there wasn't really a lot of stuff for me to really talk about. You know what I mean? At a point, on top of the mental, just not having the mental energy for what I was going through the rut, and so it was just, it kind of snowballs when you don't make a video because of one thing, and then you just kind of forget about it. I mean, you didn't forget about the channel, but you just kind of not worry about making YouTube videos after a while. So that's what happened with me. Like, I was going through what I was going through, and then it kind of snowballed into things, and then it got closer to winter time, and then now it's like cold outside, and you don't really have time to sit down. And plus, I'm raising my son, so bringing him back and forth, and setting time aside with him you know, when I'm done with all of that, I just kind of want to have my own space. I don't really want to create no video. I don't want to think about that stuff. I just want to have my own space and just be. You know what I mean? So, um, trying to balance all of that out. So I have a little free, like I said, I have free time today, and I actually got to clean up and stuff, and just, you know, I'm in my backyard right now, and just I'm just being peaceful, and I'm happy. So, but speaking of my hair, uh, it's gotten longer. I don't know what length I was at the last video I made. I don't think that it was too far from this though. I think uh, I'm past my waist. My hair's not wet right now, but when it's wet, it's probably mid thigh or a little bit above mid thigh. You know, so it's definitely growing. I don't have too much changes. I'm starting to get more questions from people out in public. Uh, Most of them are positive, or I would say most of them are more curious than anything. So every time I go to the store, there's I get a comment about my hair. Somebody wants to know about my hair, or in different places that I go. You know, so again, that comes with it. The longer your hair gets, especially if you have these types of dreadlocks, the more you're going to get people that are curious about it. But other than that, nothing really new to, you know, because again, once you get a certain length, your hair is just gonna grow. Like there's not gonna be much drastic changes. Like you guys see me, you know, from year 3 to 6. You know, you can look at the changes. You know what I mean? If you were first here, when I was in Jersey, you know, Jersey City, and I was, you know, I had the 3 locks. I had the one on the back, and it looked like I was gonna have 3 dreadlocks, and then boom, now they're connected like this. You know what I'm saying? I would tell people like this lock right here, this dreadlock right here was like my lone dreadlock in the back, and these two are kind of like just on the side. You know, so you have to go back and look at it and be like, oh yeah, that's crazy changes. When you get to this length and this many, I think I'm 11 years in now, you don't really have too much of those drastic changes anymore. So, you know, do they get in the way? No, not really. I've noticed though lately they're starting to get longer. So I've slammed them in the car door a couple of times, or you know, I have to watch and make sure, you know, they don't, you know, if I'm bending down to get something, they don't fall in some water or something like that. Other than that, uh, it's not really, you know, they don't really get in the way. But yeah, you know, so that's what's been going on, man. Yeah, I just, you know, stepped away, get back to me, and yes, I know I said people have been commenting. You know, I see the comments and stuff. You know, and people comment and they say, "Yo, where you been?" So a lot of times when people disappear, they come back and they don't have dreadlocks anymore. So as of right now, that's not the case with me. Um, I guess I don't really think about my hair much. Like you get to a point you don't really think about your hair. It's just there. Like it's just part of you. Um, and that's just what it is. I take care of it when it needs to be taken care of. I haven't really been, cause it's been cold as well, and the sun hasn't really been out. I haven't, you know, been able to wash as frequently as I would like I could have washed my hair today, but it actually started off cold. It didn't start warming up until like, you know, midday. So I probably had a little time, but I was doing my own thing, doing other stuff, so I didn't really worry about it. Hopefully the weather warms up, and by the upcoming week, maybe next weekend, maybe it would, you know, give me a wash or two in. Well, not two, but maybe get a wash in. Um, so that's it. I did a cactus and aloe wash about 2 months ago. Yeah, it was about 2 months ago, give or take. You know, when summer comes, I do those more in the summertime, because again, the wintertime is cold. You don't really have time to really let your hair dry properly and actually sit. You know, I want to sit out in the cold doing that. So summertime, I'll do more of those. But that's really it. So I told you guys why I was, you know, why I wasn't around for a bit. You know, also when when you're not active, you know, when people come to your channel and they see you ain't make a video in 5, 6 months or whatever, and they'll comment on the old video, and you know, sometimes, man, people be talking wild, man. So you know, because they haven't seen you posting in a while, So they kind of people gonna say mean stuff anyway. But I notice when you don't post in a while, like it gives people that courage to just, okay, let me say something crazy and wild and mean on his old video because this person ain't been active. You know what I mean? So they can just say it. But listen, man. Um, like I said, this was an active channel. I understand if you been watching this channel, you know that I welcome differences of opinion from my own. I'm not trying to run a cult. Uh, so I understand people are gonna have differences of opinion. You're not gonna view me how I view you, or you're not gonna view me how the next person views me. You might think I look like a bum. You might think I look homeless. Whatever that means to you, you might think those things. But listen, when you start saying stuff like, I had to correct a person like about a month ago, like coming under a video of the person that you don't know, like you don't even know before you saw this video, you didn't even know I existed in your world. But then you see this person, you're like, oh, you say stuff like I don't bathe, or look like I don't have good hygiene. Like you don't know nothing about me. Like so I can't, again, having the differences of opinion is one thing. Say you can even say, hey, you look like a bum, you look homeless. I've heard that a million times, right? Say stuff like that, but you start saying stuff about my hygiene, my personal hygiene, you don't even know me. Like now you're putting stuff out there about a person that you don't even know, like, you know nothing about this person. So, but again, it comes with a lot of times people see you're not posting and they just feel like they can get that shot in or whatever. So I am going to defend myself against stuff like that. Again, have a difference of opinion, but don't lie. You know what I mean? So that's all I ask. If you don't like it, just say you don't like it. Say it's ugly, whatever. So don't personally talk about my hygiene or stuff like that. So, other than that, that's it, man. If you're new, I hope you enjoy the channel. I'm gonna try to start getting back to posting more, frequently. I'm gonna keep it how it used to be. Like that's why I've always been careful not to label myself a YouTuber or a content creator, because I think when you do that to yourself, not that it's bad, because that's what you are. That's what you. Hey, I'm a content creator. I'm an influencer or whatever. If that's your thing, all right, do that. But I feel like for me personally, I wouldn't label myself that, because I think for me, it gives people expectations of, okay, this person is going to be putting content out at this frequency. I've always done it to where I just do it to when I'm called to do it. When I'm mentally there and I have the energy to make a video or actually have something to talk about, then I'll make the video. But other than that, like I'm not on a schedule to it. Like I gotta put this content out. Gotta put this content out here. Gotta put the content. Like I do it when I do it. Sometimes I might be gone for a month or 2 or 3. In this last case, damn near a year. But I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna, if I have something to say, I'll make the content. Other than that, if I don't, I'm just not gonna force myself to make a video. So that's how it operates around here. Like I said, if you're new, I'm always open to answering questions. If I don't know it, I'll just say I don't know. I'm not one of those people who tries to sound smart and give you an answer just because you think I have an answer about hair. You know what I mean? Like I'm not a hairstylist. I don't really know a lot about hair. I just have my own hair and I know how to take care of my own hair. I can give some suggestions and tips, but I don't know. I haven't studied hair, so I'm not gonna pretend to be somebody who knows hair in and out like that. But I'll try to answer your questions if I can. So, but other than that, like I said, I'll try to get back to some consistency, some resemblance of consistency, making videos. But I just want to let you guys know I'm still here. Haven't cut my dreadlocks. They're still here. They're still growing. Told you why I was away, and like I said, I'm back. I'm happier now, and so I'll try to stick to making videos when I'm called to. Other than that, I appreciate you guys as always for watching my channel and watching these videos.